You know that coworker you don't like?
Don't look at me.
Oh, well, really? You've liked every coworker you've ever had?
I love everybody.
Okay, you know that coworker you don't like? Can you still get along? That's coming up in 3 minutes.
Plus, we have your traffic and weather every 10 minutes on the 10.
She's a liar.
Coco News time 6:37. Coco News time 6:42.
Okay, even though LaDonna denies this, there are always going to be people, and I know she's not telling the truth, that you don't like at work. But what if there's no avoiding that person or people? It may be a coworker that just kind of rubs you the wrong way, but you're forced to share a cubicle, or with the holiday season approaching, maybe it's a family member that you don't really like.
So is there a way to keep it civil? That's the question. Counselor Veronica Sites is on the Coco News Live line. Is there really a way to get along with people that you don't get along with?
Oh, my gosh. We look so much outward, but here's the thing. There is a way. We just aren't looking in the right place. See, all of these external dynamics and icky stuff, relationships that we give all this mental real estate. We surrender it to all these outside forces. But the thing is, when we determine in ourselves that we can choose to be at peace with ourselves, then we need to recognize, okay, what's it going to take? I've got all of these outsiding, it's kind of like pollution. I've got all this pollution coming in. What am I going to do? Am I going to put a filter on? Am I going to use a clean air system? What am I going to choose for myself? Because the reality of it is, when we let a lot of other negativity, other people's behaviors, play over and over and over in our mind, we're given a battle up that is really won in our choices to take care of our wellness, our peace, and navigate to what's natural for you.
Okay, so, all right, that sounds great. But can you actually, the person that you don't like, that you may be sitting across from, can you turn someone like that into an ally or a friend? Is that possible?
Yes, you can win the influence of them only by, first recognizing respect, honor, and dignity begin with ourselves. Respect that person. You can just dislike everything about that. But if you make the effort, there's going to be one thing, and it may be a big effort you have to make, but there is one thing you can find in that person to like. It might be just that, they've got a little bit more tenure at your job. Therefore, they possibly have a little more insight. Focus on that one thing. That's a possibility.
Now, what about people that everybody works with somebody that they think is a backstabbing monster. Seriously, every workplace has one of them. That person that just is at the boss all the time, complaining about everybody, and basically is the hall monitor that we went to school with. How do you deal with that person?
Yeah. Well, the truth is, probably that person is doing it because they've been rewarded year after year for ages for that thing. They get a result. So they're the squeaky wheel. The squeaky wheel, we know that the adage is the squeaky wheel gets oiled. Well, the thing is, reach out to that person. Say, I'd like to take you for lunch. They're going to be skeptical. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying take them to lunch. I'm just, making a suggestion. Try to see what makes that person tick, because the chances are the expectations that have been imposed on that person are very much what we want because of what we bring to the table. And that person's behaving that way because there's a lot that is unseen, unknown, and baggage that's probably wounded and damaged on the inside. So the only validation potentially that they get is being that person that goes and monitors and gets a rise out of people. So the reward may be, the benefit to them is, I get people's attention when I do this. Well, it may be unfamiliar to them to get positive attention. And when we choose to focus on one thing positive, is we can be givers. And we are, by human nature, we're great givers, but we need to be excellent receivers in that. Give the best don't expect to receive from that person, but expect to receive the benefit to you, because knowing at the end of the day that you made the effort to, to engage with Satire Susie, I call her, she will in time come to realize, wow, you know what? You don't treat me the same as anybody else. And a level of respect will be gained because the validation she got from you is different than what has been a habitual default for her.
All right, Veronica, thank you so much. We're out of time. Counselor Veronica Sites joining us on the Kogo News Live line.